back to the MLB
Sports Bros here.
Yeah, welcome back to MLB Fantasy Podcast. All right, we're gonna get right into it. Blue Jays winning in Game 7 against George Kirby. Seattle is out. It will be Blue Jays versus Dodgers. 23 years. Sorry, 33 years. Sorry, my bad. 33 years.
32. Is it
Sorry,
32?
yeah, 32. Yeah, 32. 32
That
years.
doesn't fucking matter. They made it. 2025.
They made it. Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's true. That's all that matters. To 30.
What's taking you guys so long?
Yeah, I don't know what's taking you so long.
All right, Nicholas.
32 years since the Blue Jays have made it to a World Series. They have a 1,000 average.
Actually, nope, you're wrong. 0 years. They just made it this year.
Okay, yeah, chill. Actually, stop.
It's low.
That-
It's low.
that- Like, actually. First time they've ever made it in 32 years.
Good hit.
How does everybody feel? By the way, before we answer that, it is me and Theo
Right
back.
about it.
But it's also the team leader and the only person who plays on the Sharks in our football league and the Tiger Cats. Nicholas is also with us today. All right, how do you two feel about it? Let's start off with you guys.
I feel great about the Blue Jays making it to the World Series.
Wow, man, short words.
I know, right?
What about you,
Unreal.
Nicholas?
Real hard.
I'm honestly happy that Vladdy can finally play in World Series. Cheap fucking hits.
Theo, stop.
I'm happy that Vladdy can finally play in a World Series, and we could actually see. No, like he deserves it though.
Why do you think he deserves it? Did everyone agree that he deserves to go to the World Series?
I do.
Do you think?
Vladdy, of course.
Do you think do you think he's accomplished so far what Blue Jay fans and MLB fans have been
Actually,
expecting
to be
from?
honest, the most accomplished person actually, I would say the person that feels the best on the team is Vladdy. But the
Well,
most
he literally was.
unexperienced.
Okay. Agreed. He was literally crying when he was talking to Hazel May yesterday. He was crying. Same was John Schneider. What a crazy road that he's had in the last week and a half. From that big fucking mess up with Brandon Little to now going to the World Series. This is the only team he's ever been a part of in baseball. He played with the Blue Jays. This is the only thing he's ever done is with the Blue Jays. He coached in so many different levels with the Blue Jays. So many different levels. It's the only team he knows. So a lot of people are saying, fuck Schneider, get him out. He should not have coached in that Game 6. You should have fired him. What do you guys say about that?
Oh, I 100% agree. They should have fired him. I mean, I don't, because you can't really blame him for it. Yeah, he did make a stupid move, but that's not Little's fault, nor is it the coaches. He was just trying to try out different positions.
Whoa.
We ended
How
up
the fuck?
winning.
No. You can't tell me this shit. You cannot tell me. Okay, look, see, I disagree. I think you have a coach that is meant for higher standards. I think you have a coach right now that knows he has to do this kind of shit. You cannot put in a young kid. It's basically saying, Jackson,
I was
please
right.
stop, guys.
I didn't know I was winning.
Nicholas, it's basically saying right now that you two should be able to pitch in that situation.
Thanks, why are you running?
I hit the wrong button.
It's basically saying right now that you two should be the ones pitching. Brandon Little was not in that situation. You're away in Seattle. You're up by 1. You put in your big pitchers. I know Jeff Hoffman has not been good this season. He's done pretty well in the postseason. You put him in for that 8th inning. You put him in for that 9th. You put in Sterling Dominguez in the 8th and the 9th. Brandon Little has terrible numbers. He actually has worse numbers on that side of a bat like Cal Raleigh than he does pretty much on the whole squad. He's just not ready for that kind of mentality, and that is the mistake that they've made today.
What is he doing?
Go back!
Fucking retard!
What a retard! Wow.
What is he doing? Oh, he's out.
Okay, guys, actually, hurry, quickly. Focus up more on the podcast. Fuck. Anyway, so that's where I think, Nicholas, you say it's not John Schneider's fault. I actually want to know why, because I think as a manager, you need to be have more higher standards, excuse me. My speech today is terrible. That is just something I think I have to say. I personally cannot say that look, he's done a lot of good for this team. I don't think he's really the man for next year. I'm sorry. Disagree
I
with
would
me,
agree with that. I agree with that.
I just don't think that John Schneider is that kind of guy that can look. He's led the Blue Jays to a World Series, but the big question is, you're taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. You won one game against them out of 3, and I know you only played them 3 times a year, or once a year, 3 games. And I know the first game we played against them, I know wasn't a bad game. I know that. I know we just gave up a couple of home runs to Mookie Betts, and that's when he started to start dealing again. I know that. But Nicholas, you're saying something about how Brandon Little and John Schneider. What is your mindset right now with John Schneider? I don't get it. I just don't think he's the guy to bring this team to the World. Not to bring them to the World Series. He brought them to the World Series.
That's the third disengagement.
No,
How is he out?
no, I agree with you, but it's just that one bad call can't define the coach.
I think it can.
Yes, it can.
I think it can.
I really don't think it can. Yeah, he made a stupid play. Brandon Little shouldn't go, and he should have pitched Hoffman. But that's one play out of a bunch of plays. I mean, yeah, he led us to the World Series. Yeah, but that's only one
No.
play. So you
He
can't
did not
really
lead
define
us
the
to the
coach
World
based
Series.
off of that.
The team led us to the World Series.
Under
I
whose
agree.
management?
They literally kept the same lineup all throughout the thing.
Under
Ernie
John
Clement should
Schneider,
have been leading off.
no. Ernie Clement should not have been leading off. You have to have him there. No
Vladdy
fucking
should have
way.
been batting second. Shouldn't be batting third.
Look, Nicholas is right. He did get us to the World Series, but at what cost? I mean, this guy makes mistakes left and right. We've seen it all year. First of all, also, I think that the one
A fucking
mistake.
shitter could get us to the World Series.
How the
Listen
fuck
here.
is- I think you gotta look at something like this. John Schneider needs to go. Same with Mike Shapiro. Same with all those guys. But they're not. That's the one thing. They're not gonna go anymore because of what they've done. They ain't gonna go anymore because they just led the team to the World Series, which is
Wait, quick
also a
question. So
problem.
you're telling me that John Schneider was the one that hit the home run, the 3-run home run?
No, I'm not telling you that. No, he didn't.
Exactly. So he did not lead them to the World Series.
No,
He was
I agree.
managing the team.
Springer
No,
led them
I
to the
agree.
World Series.
I know he didn't lead them to the World Series, and I'm not saying he led them to the World Series. That is a full credit to George Springer. Our team yesterday looked dead.
Yeah.
And that's the one problem. You cannot go to the World Series against the best team in all of baseball for the last 3 to 4 years in that kind of mentality. You just can't.
But Theo,
That's going to go.
also,
Yeah,
your
home
team-
run.
Double pitch. Damn it.
your team represents you, Theo. The team
Yeah,
represents the
the fucking
manager.
coach
So
doesn't
in a
represent-
sense, he made it to the World Series under his management.
Under
So,
his team. His
No,
management
you gotta
was
give
the
him
worst
props. It's his
in all
management.
baseball.
He led them to the World Series. Essentially, maybe he did not
He
play,
was basically
but
sucking
they
Brandon's little
play for
stick
him.
to fucking let him in. You're fucking high off of a perk if you think that Brandon Little should be going in there. It's not
Oh.
a trio new players.
No, I
don't
It's
think
to
he should go
suck
there.
his dick.
I don't even think. Look, that game when they were up 12 to whatever. That's when you put even those games. I don't even think Brandon Little and Mason Fluharty should go in there. Not even Fisher is that his name Fisher or whatever his name is.
But what's
Those
happened
guys
to
should not.
Eric
Those
Lauer?
guys. Those
Eric
guys.
Lauer hasn't
Yeah,
pitched.
exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. Eric Lauer was a starter. He was dealing this season. This is a manager right now that is getting lucky. He is getting saved by his batters. Well, not by Bo Bichette. He's not playing. But by. Yeah, well, honestly, Bo Bichette in the regular season, 100%. But by Guerrero, by Springer, by Clement, by Barger, by Varsho at times, by Lucas in the outfield. This is a guy who said a couple days ago that Brandon Little's a good pitcher, and he has no regrets of putting him. He said the other day that Cal Rowley is not a great hitter. This guy's a joke. There's no way you say that Cal Rowley is not a better hitter. He did better than Judge this season. And the one thing that the Blue Jays, they have to do this year, not this year, sorry, in the World Series. I know you cannot walk everybody because that lineup, I would say the first 5 batters, I would say Ohtani, I would say Hernandez, I would say Mookie Betts, I would say Freeman. I would say those are the big bats. Obviously, you cannot walk all of them. But you got to walk Ohtani, and you might even have to walk Betts. I'm fine of giving up 1 or 2 runs on an intentional walk, or even a 4-pitch walk. If they walk them, I would not, I would say at least 1 guy on or whatever, I'm not going to be too mad about that. because I would prefer a walk to concede a run over just not learning your lesson. That is another thing that I don't think John Schneider understands. He hasn't got that through his mind. Why aren't you walking Cal Raleigh? Why are you not walking Cal Raleigh? Why? Why? What possible explanation should they be doing?
There's no runners on second. There's no base. There's nobody who's important.
I feel like we should
Score there.
cover a different topic, because I'm pretty sure we made our stance on this already.
I'm just saying, like, what do you like? What's going on in his mindset? I just don't know. All right. Anyway, Blue Jays are taking on the Dodgers on Friday. Tickets for the Blue Jay game, $7,000 for 3 people. That is insane. 3 people.
I seen 10 grand for 2 tickets.
Yeah. So, do you think it's worth it to go to a World Series game? I mean, it's been 32 years. A whole new generation is watching these guys. What do you guys say?
I personally think you should not be going. Like, if you want to waste fucking money, then go to the game. If you want to if you're shitting out money from your ass, then fucking go to the game. It's gonna cost
go
a
home,
shit ton
Jackson,
of
go
money to
home.
go to the game.
Yeah, I'm going.
Nicholas,
I mean-
Jackson, maybe have a
Yeah,
quick minute and a half
honestly-
opinion about this.
Yeah, I would go.
You would go spend 10 G's on a fucking game.
Yes.
On a 3-hour game, you're spending 10
You are
G's.
you are going to watch history.
You can
Wow.
literally go watch you can go watch a regular season game for $50.
Okay, but Thea, this isn't a regular season
It's
game.
the
This is the World Series.
It's a huge deal, especially because the Blue Jays have not made it since in 32 years.
You're telling me that you would go spend $800 a ticket for the highest seat in the...
I didn't say that. I didn't say the highest ticket.
He didn't say that.
I said I would go to the World Series.
Wait,
You
even if
would
it's
go.
even if it's the worst seat in the house. Look, a lot of people
Yes.
they buy the cheapest ticket and don't sit there. I mean, they go to like the bars or the standing area. I think in a lot of sports, and I think in a lot of playoff games and a lot of high situations like that, who wants to sit? It's the same thing for European footy, for American football, even for basketball at times. No one wants to sit. You paced. And the postseason is that kind of game. When I was in London a couple weeks ago, and I know this is a different sport, but the Champions League is kind of like the World Series in a way. I mean, it's also like the Super Bowl, the Champions League final, and the NFL season is basically the Champions League. And the section I'm in, and not all the sections, but a lot of the sections, is they stand. They don't sit. And I think that's what a lot of people do. The difference is you don't usually change seats, obviously. And my point I'm trying to make is a lot of people, they buy the ticket, but they don't sit there. So I think I think I would go find the cheapest ticket and I would go there. I mean, you don't know when your last day on the earth is. You don't know and I'm not trying to get anything like that. I'm just saying you don't know when your last day at home is. You don't know whatever. You don't know if the Blue Jays will be a team in 25 years. You really don't. No one, I mean, think about it. Like, think about it in the Marlins perspective. I mean, players on the Dodgers make more money than the full-on team. So you really don't know. So I think when you look at it in that aspect, I don't think, I think Jackson and Theo, you both come in with good answers. No, I don't think $7,000 is worth. I would try to find maybe something lower, even $10,000.
Telling me about maybe a whole month salary is worth
Well, I think
a fucking Blue Jay ticket?
I'm saying it's the World Series, and I'm saying, you know what? If you have the money and you can support yourself tomorrow,
you
go to the World Series.
Watching the game for free than
see, no,
watching
I
it for
see.
8 Gs.
In a World Series game like that, you don't even stay at home. You go to at least a pub in Toronto. If you're not going to go to the World Series, you go to a pub or you go with family, and you know you have a good old time. Look, the Blue Jays, I don't think even finishing first in the American League, they definitely deserve to go to the World Series. And I've been I think all 4 of us, especially me and Theo this year, have definitely been in big doubt about going to the World Series and more than the World Series, right? Oh wow! That is loud. We'll take a quick minute break. one after that weird mic issue. We figured that out. All right, back on it. So again, like we were saying, $7,000 might be the best kind of price you're gonna get for a ticket. Anyway.
I'm sorry, that's fucking ridiculous. Prices should not be that fucking high. People are actually stupid
Hey, whoa.
for
But,
buying
no,
but,
yes,
but
sir.
in this economy,
In
like
this economy, that's fucking stupid.
turn it.
Honestly,
I can't
Let's go
speak.
look
I
at
don't have time.
Oh.
if you think about, why are you running? When you
Actually,
think of,
no, let's go.
when you think about it, and I might be talking a little bit stupid here, but with everything that is going on in the world right now and prices every day going up, $7,000 for a World Series ticket in 2025 in Toronto is actually like, yeah, very pricey. I'm not trying to defend the price work, but I'm saying it's probably one of the best you're gonna get. Like, let's just be honest.
Nah,
Well,
I'll choose a Leaf game over fucking that shit.
Fuck no.
No,
There's
you would not.
No, you
No,
would
you
not.
wouldn't.
We all know that you would not choose a Leaf game over a Blue Jay World Series. First of all, the Blue Jays are going to win 8 World
Actually,
Series.
no, I'm sorry, not Leafs, Bills.
Bills.
It's a
Buffalo.
okay.
I'll do anything for Buffalo.
What the hell did I just see?
What is
Like,
this guy doing?
if fucking what's his name? Allen says, come here, baby, I'm fucking going there.
Hey, this is
What?
unrealistic.
Okay, let's take a minute off baseball. We are an MLB Fantasy League channel. We talk about baseball, but we also talk about other sports. And I want to quickly talk about a sport that me and Nicholas might have more insight on, but it is definitely a sport that can get everyone talking, and that is today, Tuesday, on match day 3 of the Champions League. It was a first good day in the Champions League. We'll talk about prices in a minute, from World Series to World Cup in a second. But one thing I want to quickly talk about is Champions League real quick. Arsenal beating Atletico Madrid 4-0 today. Gabriel, Martinelli, and Gyökeres scoring goals. A big difference today. Paris Saint-Germain winning 7-2 over Leverkusen. City winning 2-0 over Villarreal. Can't say that name properly. My apologies. PSV, big win for them. Winning 6-2. Copenhagen losing 4-2 over Dortmund. Inter winning 4-0 over United SG. And Benfica losing 3-0. A lot of people are saying Paris Saint-Germain are not going to win the Champions League, but they crushed Leverkusen today, which is not probably a big opponent for them. And they also beat Barcelona, who they also won 6-1 today. And there are 2 other games here. The Kazakhstan team tied 0-0 to another team that I'm so sorry I cannot even pronounce. My apologies. Those are the Champions League games, but I want to quickly go back to a pricing thing real quick.
3.
Yep. I want to quickly go to a quick pricing thing
Done.
real quickly.
Oh, he's not going.
And that is World Cup. World Cup tickets. The cheapest ticket, I believe, at the World Cup is over $1,000 this year. 1,000 or something around there. I forget the exact thing. Would you pay to go to watch the world's greatest stage,
Put the infield in.
or would you prefer to go to the World Series, guys?
I prefer to go to the World. Wait, what? Choose. I prefer
World Series or World Cup? Would you prefer to go to and paying
actually-
those?
World Series.
Yeah. Would you
If
prefer
I'm going to
watching
be
the?
serious, I would rather go to the Super Bowl.
That's not
That's
an
not what we're
option.
talking about.
No, you asked
Where
me
the
out
hell
of
do you
those
get
two, and I'm,
Super Bowl from?
That's not. I said
I
World
would rather
Cup. I said World Cup, and I said World Series.
Like,
First of
buddy,
all,
fuck the
Theo,
World
listen
Cup. I
to
don't
the
give a fuck about
question.
that.
Where
you
the
don't
hell
even
did
care.
you get the Super
You
Bowl
don't even
from?
care about NFL, Theo.
I do. If I could see my glorious Bills in that
Oh
goddamn.
my God! Shut up!
Okay,
Shut up!
let's
Shut up!
change. No, fuck.
Oh my God!
Theo, change the pictures of burritos.
Oh, wait, we need to warm some little.
You can't warm up anybody.
World Series, like, what the hell?
I would
Where's
actually.
this guy at?
What would you rather go to?
World
Seriously,
Cup.
I would.
World Cup.
Series.
World
spend
Cup.
10 grand on no. Let's just say spend 30 grand on 2 tickets. No, on 4 tickets to go to the fucking what's it called, the World Series in Toronto. or spend 30 grand on 2 tickets to sit front? No, spend 30 grand on 1 ticket to sit front row at the Super Bowl.
World Cup.
Why are you still talking about the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Nobody asked you about the Super Bowl.
Wait, I have a question.
No, I'm just saying. What do you
Literally
Wait, Theo.
nobody brought it up.
Theo, are you talking about like your favorite team making the Super Bowl or the World Series?
I'll go watch any Super Bowl game.
No,
Are
you
fucking
wouldn't.
kidding me?
Okay, but here's the problem. I would rather watch my team in baseball play the World Series
Yep,
than
agreed.
a random ass team
Yep.
playing the Super Bowl that I don't support just to go
Agreed.
to go.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah.
there's
No, I
7
agree.
games in the World Series. There's
For-
one
especially-
game in the world.
Hey, Theo, you don't even give a fuck about American football.
Yes, I do.
You have never talked about it, and if you have ever talked about it, you do it as a joke and a meme.
Nope. I mean,
Wait, hold
so-
on,
Can
we-
can all three of us
Okay,
expose him?
Talk about that.
Can we discuss about the World Cup though? Because I would much rather go to the World Cup than the World Series. Because the World Series happens every year. World Cup, what is it? Every 4 years?
Every 4 years, and it's not even that that's every 4 years. It's the fact that do you know I mean, obviously, FIFA biggest corrupted thing on the planet. It is all about money. It is all about corruption. Everyone can agree on that. But what are the chances that your country, I'm saying with money mainly, can host a World Cup? Because we know that Canada, United States, and Mexico are hosting World Cup 2026. We knew that in 2018. We now know that the next World Cup will be Spain, Morocco, and Portugal, with Paraguay and Uruguay also co-hosting at the beginning of the World Cup, I believe, because it's 100 years. Then in 2034, it's going back to that area of Asia, Middle East or whatever. Sorry, my geography right now is pretty bad. And it is going to go back to Saudi Arabia, going to head to Saudi Arabia for the first time with a lot of money. Prices are going to go up high. Everyone knows that. But again, I think what Nicholas is saying, you want to go to the World Cup. You want to go. Look, when you look at it, seeing your team win in any sport is always great. But you're just proud to say that you were there.
Yeah.
You're proud to say that, hey, I have went to that game. That's all you care about. Even if Arsenal lost against Olympiacos the other day when I was there, I would have been told, no, you fucking did
You
not.
put Brandon Randall in.
Why the fuck did you do that?
For the memes. Yeah, but honestly, if we're being real, it wasn't Little's fault. He got put in that
No.
situation.
Yeah, agreed.
It's
But Little's family was all getting death threats.
okay. That's out of hand.
Okay, now let's talk about something different. About the Blue Jays and Dodgers. Bichette
Fuck
said...
the Blue
Dodgers.
Jays. We already know who's fucking winning. The
We
Dodgers.
do know the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers.
You said the
We don't
same
know
thing
that.
about the Mariners.
And the Yankees. And us not winning the
Listen,
division.
Everybody doubts the
Yankees
Jays.
lose.
Everybody doubts the Jays. Yankees.
the Blue
Yankees
Jays
are gonna win.
lose.
And then Mariners. Mariners are gonna win. Well, Jays beat two fairly good teams, and now we're advancing to the World Series. So I feel like we have a pretty fair shot of winning it.
Bro,
Maybe
what the fuck?
That's
not
actually a
against the
pretty good
Dodgers,
pitcher.
but
Little's actually cooking up.
We're not talking about that, but okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right. People say, Bichette was asked during the celebrations, are you ready for the World Series? He said yes, he's going to be in the lineup. What do you guys think? Do you think, A, he's ready for that situation? What do you guys are thinking about that?
I think he's ready for the situation, but I don't think he should play shortstop. I think that he should go to second base and keep Jimenez at shortstop.
Yep.
Yeah, I do agree
Here's
with
the
that.
thing. I think I agree with you, but the only problem is, does that mean you take out Nathan Lucas for George Springer?
Nope, Lucas will be playing in the first game.
Sorry, what was that?
It's a lefty on lefty matchup.
Oh, that's
Switches.
true. So do you think Bichette should be a pitch hitter / pitch runner?
Nope. I think that it should go. They might also put him at DH too,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then they might just go throw Springer in the outfield.
Yeah.
Nicholas, your
I
thoughts?
might do that.
No, I'm just listening to what Theo has to say, agreeing with him, essentially.
Yeah. I agree with most of what he said.
Oh my gosh, 94 miles an hour. Fuck.
Okay. I think everyone wants to know. I mean, obviously the Blue Jays are a huge underdog. I mean, huge underdog
Yeah.
today.
Huge.
Going
That's God.
into that World Series. Oh my God, let's go. 2 home runs for me. Cooking up.
I was gonna say I would have robbed it.
But I think one thing everyone wants to know is that obviously the Blue Jays got to the World Series for a reason. Do you guys think that he can actually win the World? Do you think the Blue Jays can win the World Series?
Yep,
No.
I absolutely think
No.
that. No,
I do.
Their offense,
Honestly,
their offense
You motherfuckers
is
can
incredible.
not win the World Series.
honestly, if they
No,
play
Theo,
hard, they do. They could.
You are 100% wrong. You're telling me
No,
they're going to
no,
go
no,
hit the Dodgers
no.
pitching staff?
Theo, shut up. Their offense is really good. 1 through 9, all of them can hit home runs. Maybe not Varsho, but
They can all
he's
hit home
good
runs. Are you fucking
contact.
kidding me? No. They're pitching. Here, let me just
I
quickly
should take
tell
that back. Varsho is pretty good at field. He's really good at
The
field.
Blue
pitching.
Jays, but here's
Wait,
the thing:
wait,
the
wait.
Blue Jays,
Everybody
the Blue
be quiet
Jays'
for a second.
ability
Theo,
to put
is
the
it harder
bat
to
on
swing
the
a bat or
ball
pitch a ball?
is great.
Everybody be quiet really quickly. They're facing Blake Snell. Blake Snell is known for his whiffs and strikeouts. So you're telling me that the Blue Jays had the highest whiff rate in all of MLB. You're telling me that Blake Snell is not going to make them whiff even more and strike out even more. He's a 0.80 something, I think 89 ERA in the postseason right now.
Theo,
Okay, well,
we said
well,
the
they're
same
also
thing
taking-
about
But here's the thing.
George
here's the thing.
Kirby.
The
Or what's his
Blue
name?
Jays.
Yep, George Kirby.
He had a 5 ERA.
But to be honest, I mean, here's the one thing. No, you are right. Everyone on that team is unbelievable. But think about what the Blue Jays accomplished all year round. They took down Max Fried twice. Rodon, they took down. Logan Gilbert, they took down. Castillo, they took down. They took down Kirby, they took down. Why? I know Ohtani is unbelievable, but they can easily take down Blake Snell. I'm sorry, they easily can. If they can play like they did in game 3, 4, and 6 in the CS, I see no problem to going
How's that a
and moving
strike?
on.
Oh, I think he's safe there,
I
but
thought it was actually sick.
So that's my opinion. But I mean, you guys were arguing. So what else do you think about that?
the Blue Jays' ability to put the bat on the ball
The ball on
will
the
help them.
I
Oh,
agree
you
with that.
fucking
They
kid,
have
but are you
really
kidding me?
good
The whiff
offense.
rate.
And
Look at the
Theo,
whiff rate.
shut up with Dodgers pitching. Yes, it's really good, but we have good offense.
Okay, Dodgers have better offense. Dodgers hit home runs.
They do not have better
The Jays
offense,
don't.
Theo. They have 2 better players than us. Ohtani, what's his name?
Bats?
I think, yeah, maybe Freeman
Freeman?
too. They have
Freeman?
3 players. Theo,
Oscar
1 through
Hernandez?
9 in our roster
Oscar
is
Hernandez,
all good
EK
hitters.
No,
EK
1 from 9.
Hernandez, Mr.
Look,
October.
the bottom
EK
of the
Hernandez, Mr. October.
I look. Well, no, George Springer. Look, before last year, George Springer had the record for, I forget exactly what it was, but he had the record for some big thing in the World Series. Freddie Freeman beat him, but so you have those 2 guys will be an interesting matchup for sure.
That's God.
That will
wow.
definitely be an interesting matchup. I will admit that. Freddie Freeman just said before we came on that he is very excited to play in Canada due to his history. What do you guys have to say to that?
I don't really know his history because I'm not a big baseball person.
Well, his mom and dad were what? They were both born here.
No, his father's American.
No. Yeah, right. His father is American. My apologies. His father is American, and his mom is Canadian. I think his mom was born in Peterborough or something, and she died by what? Some skin cancer. Yeah, cancer. And that's why he wears arm sleeves, and he plays for Team Canada. So he said playing in Rogers Centre in Canada, he says that he cannot believe he's going to the World Series, and he said he cannot believe that he's playing against Canada. I honestly think there's a part of Freeman that he kind of might be okay if the Dodgers lose, because he won last year, and also, I mean, he has so much history
They are
with
not gonna
Canada.
win.
But I'm not saying if he's going to lose though, Theo. I'm saying that even if they do, let's say if they do lose, there might be like, okay, yeah, he's disappointed, but at the end of the day, he'll be okay with it because of his family roots and his history. Look, I know no one's really going to be paying much attention to that,
No,
but yeah.
I feel like Vladdy deserves World Series more than Otani.
And
Well,
the Mariners
Ohtani-
also deserved a World Series appearance, but that didn't happen. So
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I said the Mariners also deserved that World Series appearance.
They did not deserve
No.
that. So what?
No.
They didn't make it. They
No.
did not deserve that shit.
I'm sorry.
Nobody.
They played good
Vladdy
in game
deserves
one.
it. He's
More
been a
to be in
good
the World
player
Series
for his
than the
whole
Blue Jays.
career.
And nobody deserves to be more in the World Series
Who does?
other than fucking
Seattle?
Milwaukee Brewers. That didn't work out that way.
Milwaukee don't deserve to go to the World Series. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Here, make an
No.
error. Make an error on that. Let's go to straight up.
They don't. They don't deserve any of that.
Run it back. Run it back.
Yeah, sure, run it back. One more game. Yeah, they
No,
don't.
no, it's too late.
They just don't. They don't deserve it. Milwaukee don't deserve it. You cannot tell me that Milwaukee deserves that. You
I
can't.
personally think they do.
Well, in what way? Here, I'll invite
And
you.
no, remember this. The Dodgers right now are the best team. This is the best they've ever done in the playoffs so far. They've swept, I think, they've swept every single team
No,
except
no,
Milwaukee in one game.
No. They
Yeah, they
beat.
swept
They lost one game to Philly.
the same thing. Yeah, they swept
The Blue Jays have
Milwaukee.
only lost one game so far.
No.
Nope, they lost
Dodgers.
more than one game.
Dodgers.
They've
sorry.
lost-
Dodgers
they've
have
lost-
They've lost
one.
They've
two
lost
games
three.
against the
They've lost
Dodgers.
three.
Wait,
One to
Can we be?
one.
Can we be different teams?
Yeah, sure. Pick anything you want.
It should be the Mariners.
No.
Yeah. What team do you want to be?
Soft.
I'll
Huh?
let you pick.
No,
Surprise
let's
me.
go down. Back. Yep, that. Go down.
Fuck it off.
I'll show this, Dave. I love Wet. Oh my gosh. Wet. Oh my gosh, Wet Junior.
Okay. Anyway, so do you?
Let's
Where
go
were we?
Roger Center.
Yeah, Rogers Center. Yeah, I agree.
Roof closed.
No, roof open.
No, because that's gonna be fucking hard to see.
Too bad.
It's for our batters. So
Anyway, what were we talking about before we
We were just saying about.
opponents.
We were talking about the. Yeah. Okay. Click find opponent in 3, 2, 1. Oh no. That's my bad.
We
we
already
already
picked it.
clicked.
Okay. Well.
Can we exit it out?
No. Oh. Okay. Hold on. We'll exit in a minute. The Blue Jays have lost what? 4 games in total. Dodgers have lost 1, and
Yeah.
that was to Philly.
Mhm.
So, make sure you guys click Rogers Center, by the way. So, yeah, Dodgers are are gonna win the World Series. There's no question about that.
Can I make it? Wait. Put in the third one. Put in the third one. The third one. Yeah.
So that's just what I gotta say. But I that's just me. I just think that
Hey, when are we gonna find the thing? Find
find opponent. Are you guys ready to find
Yeah.
opponent? Okay.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, click. Find
We
opponent.
got opponent.
Yeah. I just believe that that's where stuff. All right. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
anything of one.
All right, we are back from the break,
I got it.
as we are gonna quickly
got
finish up
it.
this.
Okay, do you guys think? Who do you guys do you think that who do you think's the best hitter in all of baseball right now? As we
Shohei
speak?
Ohtani.
Oh,
You're
Kyle
Are you fucking high?
Kyle Raleigh.
He
Are you
proven
fucking, are you
himself.
guys fucking
He proven
high?
it.
Aaron Judge is the best hitter in MLB.
Okay,
In
not right, not
MLB
this
or in
season.
real life?
In MLB, in real life.
Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, it's not even
Nope.
close. Okay,
I
because
would
No,
say
it's
Ohtani.
close. I'll
their
say
peak
close.
career-
Are you sucking Otani's dick? He's not even close.
who said Otani?
Jackson.
Otani's a respectable hitter and pitcher. He's really good for somebody that does both, but he's not. I
It's the
can't give him
same.
the
It's
best
the
hitter.
same. It's the same thing with Aaron. It's the same thing with Aaron Judge. You expect him from those two, but you don't really expect Cal Raleigh. I mean, he's been a good hitter his entire career, but you just don't. You don't expect that kind of thing from
From a
anybody
catcher.
really, especially from Cal Raleigh himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this season
and
I
the
have to give it
catcher.
to Cal Raleigh, but peak career, a Judge. I'd have to give it to Judge. Like at the peak of their career, Judge is better.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't
Go
you?
to 2.
It dropped.
I
my
didn't know
friend.
that he was. I didn't know that shit was gonna drop.
So yeah, that's just my
That's okay.
opinion.
We sacrificed it for a
Okay,
fast
do you
runner.
guys? Well, we'll talk. Okay, after this obviously episode, it's already Tuesday. We will not have a podcast on Wednesday, and we won't have one. We will have one on Friday before the game,
Okay.
or we'll have
Who
it
are
on
we
Thursday.
throwing
We'll
Friday?
decide. They have not decided on who's going to come out. Personally, do you guys think Gosman should go out for game 1?
No.
No, no. I think it should be Savage.
Okay, we'll
I
ask
do
for your
agree
quick
with-
opinion in a
You
minute.
savage.
Jackson, you?
I think it's a gamble. I think you
Good
could
for
either
you.
go
Gamble.
Savage,
I'm sorry. They have to win the first game if they want to at least
or
win.
you could go either. You could go
Really
Savage or
want to.
Gosman. I don't think there would be a bad call between those two.
I would not go Gosman. I would give him the extra day.
Okay,
He
Nicholas, you?
pitched.
I'd probably say Trey too.
I would say Trey because Gosman did pitch in the game 7.
Look, I agree. I think you got to go Trey Savage because yeah, Gosman just pitched game 7. I know it was like what an inning of work, but that still is rough on the body. It is. It is rough on the body. I think you go Trey Savage, and then you put maybe Gosman or Barrios in there as a mix too.
Oh, I was
But yeah,
so
I
late.
agree with you.
Barrios is hurt. Barrios will make the
Oh yeah,
roster.
right. Barrios. Yeah, right. Barrios is hurt. Sorry, not Barrios. But you got to go. You
Maybe
might have to
they'll
go.
put
You might have to
Bassett
put Chris Bassett in. I mean again.
I wouldn't even put Bassett in either. I'd keep him in the bullpen.
No, I know. I'm
He did
saying.
amazing in the bullpen.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you put him in the bullpen. I say you put him in the bullpen, and if you Savage doesn't do his job, you put in Bassett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Because
look,
I
you
can
got
remember Bassett
Louis
coming out of
Varland.
the bullpen. He topped 95.
Honestly, I think I think he should have come out in the 8th inning. Bassett. I think he should have been able to pitch the 8th.
I think he could have pitched the 9th.
No.
But they wanted no way.
No.
If he pitched 3 innings, they would have lost.
No, he pitched the 8th.
He pitched the 7th.
No, Gosman
Yeah, we
pitched
talked
the
about
7th.
Springer
No.
Selection
He
run.
pitched the 6th.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 7th. That's what I
Gosman
mean.
pitched the
Yeah.
But have we talked
Well,
about
He should have
Yeah,
came
that's
back
all
out
right.
to pitch the 9th. I know they put
No,
Hoffman
Gosman.
in.
No, they did the right thing where they put in Hoffman at that right time.
That's why they got him to do that. He's being paid money to do that.
Who?
Hoffman.
Yeah, he's a fucking closer.
I mean, we didn't wait so many years to have Jordan Romano to have
Romano
what?
fucking sucks.
I
Romano
mean,
had what, like a 4.6 ERA this year?
yeah, he was not good.
Mm-hmm.
He was not good. All right, we'll quickly wrap. We'll finish this inning of baseball, this inning, and then we'll wrap up the podcast, and then we'll come back to you for Thursday evening or Friday before the game, and then of
Okay, so
course.
wait. Philip, like I was gonna say, have we talked about Springer's clutch home run yet?
Oh no,
We
we haven't.
haven't.
We haven't. We gotta talk about that
George
before.
Springer, the man
Yeah,
of the
George.
hour.
Yeah, I mean George Springer. We'll finish off on that. I said on game 1 when we were there live, I called all the home runs, and I'm not joking. I did call all the home runs,
Dive.
and that is not a one I called. I did not call that one. I did not call that one. How does everyone feel, obviously, about that George Springer? And do you think there's a better man to do it?
No,
I actually
honestly,
think Vladdy would have been the better show. Or could,
honestly,
'cause if Cook
honestly,
did
I
that-
don't.
How does he get
Honestly,
to third?
I don't. I think it should have
Oh
been
yeah,
Springer.
how am I at third base? Okay, English. You
Probably
just got it.
arrow to play.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you at third? Anyway, I think, yeah, it should have been Springer.
Nicholas?
Can't really claim somebody should and shouldn't have been. We need one man to get the job done, and Springer was just the guy there, right guy, right moment, hit a home run. All the fans went wild.
Yeah, definitely.
So
his age is a factor. He had by far I think the best season of his entire career, and I do agree. I think it was the right man at the right time to get it done,
Springer has been
and that's what the Blue Jays did.
The Blue Jays' MVP besides Guerrero, of course.
Well,
I
then
think
he's not
even
really-
Ernie deserves that thing too.
Ernie, he's done a good job.
Ernie,
But
he popped off.
I don't think he's MVP level, Theo.
I think he is because he had, I think, 17 hits right after Vladdy. He was batting in the 400s. I wouldn't even give it to Springer. Springer, that game, he deserves the MVP. But Springer's done. Look at the game before that, 0 for 4.
Well, he was also hurt
He
that
didn't
day.
do anything the game before. He's lying. He's lying, saying that he's fine, even though he's hurt.
No, I agree. He
The
definitely
team
is
should
hurt.
know that he's hurt.
The one thing I hate in all sports is when you clearly see, in baseball especially, and one of the reasons is also the manager. When you know a player, I know he did a good job here, but he doesn't do this a lot. When a player is hurt, he keeps them in. Why the fuck do you keep them in? Why?
Well, I mean, it kind of
You don't
depends
get
on how the player is feeling.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't, even if they're a little. Look at Bichette. Bichette stayed out for 7 weeks. He
Yep.
should have only just stayed out for 3 weeks.
Yep.
He didn't need 7 weeks to heal or recover. That's
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
No, if they don't think he's ready to come out, he's not ready to come out. But honestly, the one reason why I don't think
They
Bichette
thought
should
he was
be
ready
look,
to come
but
out.
the
team won.
okay, yeah,
He didn't
but
wanna
I
play.
think I think when you have something running, you keep it going, and I think if Bichette comes back or plays a lot, I think the Blue Jays are honestly in trouble because they've done perfectly fine without him. And now he's going to come back in at this time. I just think that's the wrong call. I think that's the wrong call for someone who clearly, I mean, of course he's a good player. There's no question about that. And he's done a lot of good this season. Well, I think he had the most doubles in the league, or at least in the American League or something like that. Or he had some big accomplishment.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I'm just saying, he is that kind of guy that needs to be in the lineup for sure. Definitely.
Dave.
Yeah, I'm safe. I definitely believe he should be in the World Series lineup. I just don't think he should be an everyday player unless things get rocky. If we're down 2 games, okay, yeah, put him in the Los Angeles series. But I think Jimenez, especially Jimenez, or Andres Jimenez, he has been dealing. I mean, he has been playing the best baseball of his career. Why take him out? Why take him out? That's just what I think.
Especially defense-wise, he's doing amazing.
Yeah, I know. All right, everyone. I think we are all good there. We had some good debates. We had some good opinions. Our our podcast next episode would either be on Thursday or Friday before the game. We will definitely have one on Friday. That depends, though, if it's before or after the game. With that being said, everyone from MLB Fantasy League, we hope you guys have a remaining great rest of your week. We'll see you guys later in the week for Game 1 between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays in the 2025 World Series. Goodbye for now.